There is something many pet owners do every single day, something that seems completely normal, something that doesn't feel harmful at all. In fact, it often feels like love. But for your pet, it can slowly create emotional confusion they don't know how to process. Not because you're doing something wrong on purpose, but because your pet experiences your behavior in a very different way than you expect. Most people believe pets understand life the way humans do, but they don't. They don't understand stress. They don't understand mood changes. They don't understand busy or tired. They only understand patterns, repetition, consistency, predictability. And when those patterns suddenly change, their internal world starts to feel uncertain. The habit we are talking about is very subtle. It's not abuse. It's not neglect. It's not something obvious. It is emotional inconsistency in daily interaction. One moment you are warm and engaging, the next moment you are distant or distracted, and sometimes your reaction to the same behavior changes completely. To you, this is normal life. To your pet, this is unpredictable behavior, and unpredictability creates confusion, not instantly, but gradually over time. Let's understand this with a simple example. Imagine your pet comes close to you. They are not asking for anything complicated, just presence, just attention. One day, you respond with affection, you pet them, you talk softly, you welcome them. Another day, you are busy, you ignore them. Another day, you respond with irritation because you are tired. Same pet, same action, completely different response. Now, from a human perspective, this feels normal, but from a pet's perspective, there is no explanation for this change, no reason they can understand. And when something cannot be understood, it becomes uncertain. Now imagine living in a world like that, where the same action does not always lead to the same result, where signals keep changing without warning. Over time, any living being would start becoming more careful, more observant, more unsure. And this is exactly what happens with pets. In animal behavior studies, it is widely observed that pets rely heavily on environmental consistency. Their sense of safety is built through predictable responses. When their environment feels stable, they relax, they trust, they behave naturally. But when responses become inconsistent, they start paying closer attention to everything: tone, movement, timing, energy. Not because they are trying to obey more, but because they are trying to understand what is happening around them. Now, let's look at a real-life inspired case. A dog raised in a caring household. There is no harm, no neglect, no intentional negativity. The owners genuinely love their pet. But daily routines are inconsistent. Some days the dog receives attention and engagement. Other days, everyone is busy and distant. At first, nothing seems unusual. The dog behaves normally. But slowly, small changes begin. The dog starts following the owner more often, becomes more sensitive to attention changes, shows difficulty staying alone for long periods. Over time, the behavior becomes more noticeable. Increased vocalization, restlessness when left alone, stronger attachment behavior. From the outside, it may look like overdependence or attention-seeking, but underneath, it is a response to unpredictability, not because the dog is misbehaving, but because the dog is trying to adapt to changing emotional signals. This is an important realization for pet owners. Your pet is not analyzing your intentions. They are responding to your patterns. They don't judge your love. They experience your consistency. And when that consistency is missing, they start building their own coping responses. So what does this mean in practical life? It does not mean you need to be perfect. It does not mean you must be emotionally constant every second of the day. That is not realistic. But what matters is overall consistency in behavior patterns, clear signals, stable responses, predictable routines. When your pet understands what to expect from you, they feel safer. And when they feel safer, their behavior naturally becomes calmer and more stable. If this video helped you understand your pet better, don't forget to like and subscribe to PetMind.